Live. How are we, lads? ProEnzo, Vidz, CJ MOXLEY. All right, we're just walking in now for the Dragons and the Bulldogs come back. Atmosphere! The crowd is electric! Yeah! Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Rugby League Breakdown Podcast, episode number 81 for your Wednesday night, April 5th, 2023. It is currently 7 p.m. here in New South Wales, and as always, joined by ProEnzo, Vidz, and CJ MOXLEY. How you going, fellas?
Yeah, good, bro. It's been a good, actually a big week last week. Firstly to say, as we all saw each other for like round 5. Great weekend, very memorable for sure. But yeah, I'm going well, and it should be a great episode tonight. I'm looking forward to another podcast.
CJ, bro, how are you?
Yeah, great weekend. Obviously, all us boys going to the first 4 games. And a few of us now get work off with the Easter break. So, yeah, everything's good right now. And bring on the Easter weekend of footy.
And Magic Round, boys. Now,
Yep.
in exactly 4 weeks, I believe it'll be episode 85 of the Breakdown Podcast. We'll be doing the podcast live from my house.
yeah, that's right.
We will.
How good's that going to be? I mean, if you're too tired, we could probably even do it on the Thursday, but we'll see how we go. How good?
We'll be doing the episode 85. Episode 85.
4 weeks' time, ProEnzo, Vidz, and CJ MOXLEY will be visiting the Nick from Australia Kingdom, and we'll be doing the podcast live from my house. It's going to be very fun and very interesting. Should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
We're very keen.
Not long now. But I hope you guys are all doing well for your Wednesday night, April 5th, 2023. Hello to the live chat. We got a bit of a crowd starting to build up here now. Hello, Rishi, Paripi, Damien from Newcastle, Flash Screen, SS Storm Fan, Cody Games PlayStation. We've got Bosky, Jason Reader. We've got Jeffrey all the way from New Zealand. Hello, Jeffrey. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We got Faraz in the chat. We've got everyone starting to tune in. Luke Melbourne Storm fan. We've got Daniel Bate all the way from the UK. Hope you guys are all doing well tonight. It's going to be a great show. We just had a memorable weekend. CJ, ProEnzo, Vidz, All Out Champa, or what I should say, the All Out section now. Hainsey, Luke Melbourne Storm fan.
Cody.
We had a huge weekend. We met up at the footy, ran into Entertain House on Thursday night. It was a huge weekend.
Fantastic.
We were at the Roosters Eels game on Thursday at Allianz between the Chooks and the Eels. Friday night we went to Telstra Stadium. Souths against Melbourne. Saturday, me, ProEnzo, and CJ travelled out to Wollongong. We went to the Dragons.
That train ride was
at Wynn Stadium, a very nice place there, Wynn Stadium. And then Sunday we went to the Bulldogs up against the Cowboys, and obviously the result wasn't great, but it was a good time being there. It really was, except for the Bulldogs fans that tried to ruin it, but it was a great time.
That was only negative, I thought.
Boys, it was a very memorable weekend.
Oh, bloody oath it was. It was fantastic.
One of the best, man. One of the best.
Memories for life and brothers for life.
And hopefully absolutely. Hopefully Magic Round all that.
And Magic Round, yep. Magic Round will be even more memorable. Absolutely.
All the brothers together. How good.
And hello, Minty Rabbito in the live chat. Hope you're doing well as well. All right, boys, let's get into the podcast. We've got a few things to discuss here tonight.
Yeah, big ones.
Now, before we start, I just want to address something real quick. I know there's a lot of talk at the moment about the West Tigers Anzac jersey and all that. We had a private conversation in the green room. Me, ProEnzo, and CJ, and everyone that's involved in the Breakdown podcast. We have decided to not talk about it. We think it's a very touchy subject, and I think there's a lot of people talking about it enough, and we don't really want to go into it.
Yeah.
So we will not be discussing the West Tigers accidental jersey thing with the Anzacs. We just think we don't want to upset the Diggers, and we don't want to get everyone offended by that topic. We think it's a bit too toxic, so we're not going to discuss the Tigers.
Yeah, we'll leave it be.
Had an agreement. We've spoken about it, and it's bad enough watching it on TV because it's bad enough on there. So we're not going to discuss it.
Fair enough.
I think that's fair enough, boys.
Right choice.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, now let's get into it. Topic number 5. Man, this is getting out of control, fellas. How many weeks is the hip drop tackle worth? There were a lot of them over the weekend. I think Dale Finucane did one. There was one against the Sharks. It might have been Maradoni Corey from memory. We saw Jade Knockenball do one on Taumalolo. I think Jesse Promise did like a minor one on the weekend against the Dragons. There were some horrible hip drop tackles over the weekend. A few players have copped 3 or 4 weeks on the sideline for it. I'll start with you, ProEnzo. What's your take on the hip drop tackle, and how many weeks is it worth on the sideline?
Well, obviously it's an awful tackle because it was never in the game before, so it's a new tackle and it's obviously illegal. So there has to be a crackdown on it, and I think it's a serious tackle because what it does is it injures players. I mean, there's not one player that have come out of the hip drop tackle and feeling hurt, because I think every player's felt hurt after being involved in one of those tackles. So obviously it's illegal and it should be dealt with hopefully quickly. So I reckon what this tackle is worth for that player that does it, I'd say 6 weeks. I reckon 6 weeks is the limit I'd go to. You could argue more, like you definitely could, as it's really dangerous, but I think 6 weeks is fair enough, I reckon, for that one.
Yeah, well, you want to make a strong stance on this early, ProEnzo. You want to really make this tackle, get it out of the game. So 6 weeks is, 6 weeks is a long time out. But
yeah,
if that's how to get the tackle out of the game, then that's fair enough.
Well, that's why I think 6 weeks is fair. So hopefully, if that was the case, then work some players and make them do it.
What about you, CJ? How many weeks is the hip drop tackle worth, in your opinion?
3 to 6 weeks, 3 at the minimum, 6 at the highest. It needs to go. Just the exposure on the legs and the knees is just, it can end a player's season. We saw that last year with Liam Knight's injury. I think it's one of the worst tackles you could do in the comp. So 3 to 6 weeks, and it needs to go. It has to stop. It's going to end up getting really dangerous to a very bad point.
Yeah, look, I've got 2 things to say on the hip drop tackle. So, I think the hip drop tackle is very dangerous. It's very illegal. Someone is going to get a serious injury, and I know that happened last year with Liam Knight, but it does need to be talked about a lot more. This tackle in particular, and they are talking about a crackdown on it. There is a little bit of defense to the hip drop tackle. Sometimes the player making the tackle ends up in a position where they just can't avoid, and it just happens. The same as the crusher tackle, when a player spins their back and the defending player grabs them by the shoulder to put them down. Sometimes they just can't help it, and it ends up in a crusher tackle situation. The hip drop tackle for me is a little bit similar. Sometimes the defender ends up in a vulnerable position and their leg and ankle ends up all over the shop and it ends up being bad. But look, I saw enough of these tackles on the weekend that I think I've had enough of them, boys. I'm with ProEnzo. 4 to 6 weeks. 4 weeks at minimum. It's got to get it out of the game, bro.
Yeah.
And
fair enough.
If it happens, put him in the sin bin, bro. Put him in the bin.
Yeah, like on the weekend.
It needs to be removed.
If it's an accidental one where the player is vulnerable and the defender doesn't mean to do it and it's an accident, then maybe just put on report and blow a penalty. But anything below 4 weeks is just crazy. But the accidental ones, look, that's a bit of a tough one. If it's an accident and they don't mean it and they end up in a bad position, then okay, maybe we can talk about that in a different time. But all these hip drop tackles, like the Jade Knockenball one on the weekend, for example, on Tamalolo, Knockenball should be getting 4 weeks for that.
Yeah, at the most, yeah.
It has to get out the game. It's going to cause things worse than just a season-ending injury.
I haven't even had a look at the judiciary. How many weeks did Ockenball get for that on Tamalolo? Does anyone know?
Was it 1, I think?
I don't know.
I think he's only missing the game against us.
Maybe 2-1. I don't know.
Okay, well, if he got a week, then he's pretty lucky. But look, it's a dangerous tackle. And you know what? I don't want to criticize this club, but the Melbourne Storm started this shit. You know, they brought in cannonballs, chicken wings, crusher tackles, the hip drop, the rolling pins. It was all brought in by the Melbourne Storm. They started this shit. They're the ones that invented these tackles. And in my opinion, all of this should go on them. They should be getting blamed for it.
And also the, what's it called, crocodile tackle as well?
Yeah, the crocodile tackle as well, yes.
Crocodile tackle. Fuck, man.
It is. Melbourne started this shit, and now we're seeing hip drop tackles more than we've ever seen before. And look, there were some bad ones on the weekend, like the Finucane one, for example. That was terrible.
Yeah. And Nia Corey too.
Yeah, Nia Corey. Yep, for the Warriors, I think it was. But mate, the Ockenball one on Tamalolo, oh my god, I was losing it. I was full on losing it. Tamalolo was off the field for about 10 minutes and he came back on.
Yeah, it could do serious
damage. It's a miracle
damage.
that happened.
It's disgusting, boy.
People would understand that can do serious damage. Liam Knight as an example last year.
Exactly right. Last thing we'll say on this: do you think this tackle, the hip drop, do you think it deserves a suspension like the good old fashioned eye gouge or not yet?
Yes, it does. It ends players' seasons.
Yeah, well, Liam Knight's a good example, isn't it?
I reckon not yet, but if it gets worse and worse by weeks, then it has to be like 12 weeks.
If the crackdown doesn't work and the hip drop tackle keeps happening, I reckon it should get 12 to 16 weeks then.
Yeah, I agree.
Get it out of the game. Someone will get seriously injured soon, so let's hope the crackdown works on the hip drop tackle. We'll see how it goes, but it's a very dangerous tackle. Now, topic number 4. Should Golden Point be used in finals only? Question mark. Now, on the weekend, we saw Manly against Newcastle out at Mudgee. We saw that game went for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a draw. Both teams got 1 point for it. We saw the Bulldogs versus Cowboys game on Sunday night. Went to Golden Point. Bulldogs get 2 points. Cowboys get 0 points for going extra time. A lot of people love Golden Point. A lot of people hate Golden Point. I suppose there's 2 ways you look at this. If you're winning Golden Point, you love it, you want it to stay. If you're losing Golden Point, you want to get rid of it. Let's just talk about it overall. Your team wins Golden Point, your team loses Golden Point. Who gives a damn? What do you reckon? Should it just be used in finals or should it be regular season? Because it seems like teams that go to Golden Point, they're playing extra minutes. They don't get nothing for it. You know, you have a look at a regular job, Lorenzo. Say you're working, mate. Say you're working, I don't know, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, regular day. Say you don't knock off work till 3:20 or 3:15 or 3:20 p.m. You don't get paid for an extra 15 minutes of staying overtime. you don't get paid for that. But if you knock off at 3 o'clock, you do. You watch a game of footy, right? You play 80 minutes. You play an extra 7-8 minutes in Golden Point. You don't get any points for it if you don't win. It's one of those things. Should Golden Point be used in finals only, or should it just stay? What's your take on it, ProEnzo?
It's tough because I think a lot of people. I do see where people do come from that only want it in finals, but I think as a whole, you've only got to keep it throughout the regular season and through finals because I think it brings entertainment to the fans. I think it just also it gives a clear winner because I don't know if I'm a fan of seeing like a team or teams playing against each other go to a draw every week. If that was the case, to be Golden Point. So, I mean, it rewards both teams for the hard work they put in if it's 1 point each. But I think in the end, 2 points is more of a meaningful win. So, or has more meaning behind it. So I think I think Golden Point should stay across the regular season and finals. But I can see the argument to why they want it to be in Golden Point, in Golden from it as well.
CJ, what's your take on it?
It has to stay. I mean, it just adds that thrilling effect to a game. Teams have 80 minutes to win a game for a reason. If you haven't done it by 80 minutes, you get that extra 10 minutes. Look, I think Golden Point has to stay. It's just, for me, in my opinion, I just enjoy the shootout, sort of, the thrilling endings. I'm into that sort of game style. So, yeah, Golden Points has to stay because it's been like that for a long time. Keep it in.
I'm going to disagree. Now, I know what people are going to say. Oh, you're only saying that because blah, blah, blah. Cowboys got beaten Golden Point on the weekend. This has absolutely nothing to do with Golden. This has nothing to do with the weekend. Zero at all. Think about it for a minute. Let's break this down, right? NRL, rugby league games in general, they go for 80 minutes. 80 minutes of rugby league. 40 minutes each half. Blood, sweat, tears. Both teams are bashing each other. They're ripping in. They're having a go. If you're going to play extra time, which is Golden Point, and you play an extra 5-10 minutes and you lose and you get nothing out of it, it doesn't seem fair. It really doesn't seem fair. For me, if I was in charge of the NRL, I would have Golden Point only in finals games. I think finals, you have to have a winner because it's finals, and I don't think someone from Melbourne, for example, is going to travel back to Sydney back-to-back weeks if there's a draw. So I would love to see a draw in the regular season after 80 minutes. Why the hell not? 80 minutes is 80 minutes. That's it. I think that's how it should be. And in the finals, the final 8 teams that are in the top 8, that's when you play Golden Point extra time. In the finals. I think Golden Point should go until finals. I honestly believe it should. I'm happy to have a draw and both teams get a point at the end of 80 minutes. Regular season.
The thing is, though, like, what if there's a Manly and Knights game type game in finals? Like, what happens if after, I don't know, it's a qualifying final, after 80 minutes and after extra time Golden Point, there's no change to the scoreline? What happens from there?
You keep playing until there's a winner. That's just how it goes.
No, I'm not too sure.
Roosters and Tigers played 100 minutes back in 2010. Sharks and Cowboys played, what? Was it not 92 minutes last year? We were all there. I have no problem with a draw after 80 minutes in the regular season from rounds 1 through to 27. I think when we get to the finals, the final 8 teams, then you play extra time for extra time for 10 minutes, and then you play Golden Point. I think that's the way to go because someone plays an extra 8-9 minutes of Golden Point, they lose. They don't get any reward for playing an extra 8 minutes of overtime. It's like you go to work. You don't get paid. You don't get paid an extra 8 or 9 minutes overtime of work. You finish work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're not going to get paid at from 4 o'clock to 4:09. You're not going to. That's not how it works.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be a fan of draws every week. That's just me.
I mean, you still get 1 point for it. It's rugby league goes for 80 minutes, boys. Doesn't go for 90 minutes.
You'd rather win in gold and
Yeah, but you'd rather win, yeah.
Yeah, you'd rather win it, but what if you lose it? You get nothing out of it. It's bullshit.
Oh, well, that's just on that team then, I guess.
Team plays an extra 10 minutes for nothing.
No.
One team's going to win. One team's going to lose.
You got
It's
80
not going to be
though.
fair.
It brings entertainment, though. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does bring
that's
entertainment.
too much.
But, boys, look,
I love
rugby league is 80 minutes. That's my argument. It's 80
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Golden
on
point's
that,
good for the game, though. I love it.
I think they should get rid of it. And then regular season, 80 minutes, draw. You can't decide a game for 80 minutes. You give them both a point each and you move on to next week. In the finals, you play till there's a winner. That's just how it is. That's how I would do it.
I don't know, bro. I don't agree, but yeah, all right.
There you go.
I don't know, man. I think it'd be a lot better. I really do.
I just think. Look, I just agree to disagree. I just think it has to stay.
I don't know, bro. Like, someone plays an extra 5 to 7 minutes and golden point and they get beat. They don't get paid for that. They don't.
Yeah,
it's not
I
fair.
understand,
It's not fair on that team.
It's just a cruel game sometimes, man. Same with a grand final defeat.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think 80 minutes is 80 minutes, and that's how it should be. Finals is different, but I don't know, bro. Agree to disagree, boys. We got a different view on it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's move on to topic number 3. Now, this is something that I'm very happy about, but I'm not happy that he's gone to this club. Topic number 3. Cruz Leeming.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you don't know who Cruz Leeming is, he's arrived at the Titans. He played for the Leeds Rhinos. He plays hooker. He's a number 9. He was a number 9 for the Leeds Rhinos. He has been involved in the England squad. He was the England hooker not that long ago. He has left Leeds and gone straight to the Gold Coast pretty much immediately. He's gone over to the Titans. He is in the squad this weekend. Jersey number 19. So Cruz Leeming could make his debut this weekend against the Dragons.
I hope so.
We'll see what happens. He's a very, very good player. If you've watched England Rugby League over the years, you'd know who Cruz Leeming is. If you don't know who Cruz Leeming is, well, you should go on YouTube and type him up because he's a hell of a player. He's a hooker. And as much as I can't stand the Titans, he could change the club. He could change the club. ProEnzo, you know him very well. What's your take on Cruz Leeming going to the Titans?
Oh, it's a massive pickup. Like, obviously, his experience will be very vital to the Titans. And I guess with Verrills being out, Leeming will do a good job by filling in at starting hooker, I assume, anyway, after a while. And he's better than Chris Randall and better than Aaron Clark and Booth, in my opinion. So he'll definitely be on top of that sort of chain of who plays hooker for a while until Verrills is the regular starting 9 again. But no, look, obviously at Leeds, he was a fantastic player. Just, I guess, disappointing to how his time at Super League did end, though. But he was a great player. He's a great player, full of good skill at hooker. And, you know, all the Leeds fans are saying that they are sad to see him leave, but he'll go well at Gold Coast and he'll change the club. So it's a big statement for Leeds fans to say that. So obviously, there's no doubting that he will be a good pickup for the Titans, I reckon.
CJ, obviously you watch the Super League as well. Cruz Leeming to the Gold Coast. Will he change the club or will he flop up there?
Oh, I hope he doesn't flop because he's a great player, Cruz Leeming. I don't think he'll definitely improve the Titans, but I don't know if it's going to improve him to the finals. But I do think he's going to add a lot. The only concern I have with Cruz Leeming being there is once Sam Verrills is back, where does Cruz Leeming fit in the team? But
stays a hooker.
Stays a hook. You think so? You really think he will take Verrills' spot?
Verrills goes to the bench.
Oh, that's tough. Tough one.
All right. I guess that's a good headache for them to have. But no, I think a lot of people don't know Cruz Leeming. Be prepared. He could be one of the informed hookers of the game in the next 10 weeks because he's a good runner of the ball and he's a good hooker and he knows how to get players over the line as well. So
Cruz Leeming is a very smart hooker. It's a very smart pickup from the Gold Coast. It's about time they've got some common sense with their bloody recruitment. Look, the Gold Coast are a tough one. I don't know when they're going to play finals again. I don't know when they're going to actually do something in the NRL, but Cruz Lemming is a step in the right direction. Quality hooker, quality player. Played for England in the World Cup. Does the job very well. I think him and Verrills will share the hooker position. So some games Verrills will start and Cruz Lemming will be 14. And then other games Cruz Lemming will start and Verrills will be the 14. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do there. And Justin Holbrook obviously knows a lot about Cruz Lemming, obviously coaching against him in the Super League with St. Helens when he was over there. And obviously Cruz Lemming is a quality player. I hope he debuts this weekend against the Dragons. I think that'll be a good chance for him to make a name for himself. But most of us over here that know him and have watched him play in the UK, we all know what he can do. So he can definitely change the club, boys. I think there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I mean, if he does debut, well, definitely a debut video on him coming out for sure.
Huge. It's a huge signing.
It's one of the best tight end signings in the last 5 years.
Easily.
Yeah, people will see that in a few weeks' time.
I reckon this is the best signing for the Titans since Jared Hayne. There, I said it.
Hayne kind of flopped.
What, playing-wise or just like character or player-wise?
Both.
Character-wise, yeah, probably.
Big signing. Huge addition. Anyway, we'll see how Cruz Lemming goes at the Gold Coast. Hopefully he debuts this weekend against the Dragons. I will be watching Cruz Lemming with close interest.
Absolutely.
Now, here we go. This is going to get very, very controversial. Topic number 2 is probably one of the most controversial topics of the whole year. And it's one that we were umming and barring about whether to talk about. But you know what? I think we need to talk about it because it's starting to get very popular. Topic number 2. Oh, boy. Should the NRL remove Jared Hayne from NRL history? Now,
fucking hell.
We need to be very careful what we say on this.
Yeah.
Because it's a very, very touchy subject. Now, as I'm sure everyone knows, Jared Hayne was at court the other day, and he was judged by the judge for that incident. And Jared Hayne he ended up being guilty, which is very controversial. And he's looking at jail time. I think he's getting sentenced tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he is.
The NRL and a few people are talking about, should they remove him from NRL history and all this other stuff. Personally, you can't change history. So I don't think it's fair to remove him or hide him from history. ProEnzo, we'll start with you. Do you think they should remove Jared Hayne's name from the history books like Dally M's and all that sort of stuff?
No, absolutely not. Look, see, this is a incident that happened off the field, and this happened a long time ago, obviously 5 years ago, 2018. So, and I think what Haynes accomplished in the game is one of the best I think we've probably seen. I guess if you want to go that high with what he's achieved in like 2009, obviously that big year for him and other achievements he's had in the past as well. So, look, what he's achieved in the game cannot be rubbish, because of this one incident. I know that it's not good that he's been convicted, twice of what he's done, but again, this is what he's done on the field, not off field, and I think he deserves to be acknowledged for what he did as a player for the Eels and while he was in the NRL. So I don't know. I don't think the NRL should get rid of his accomplishments he did get in the time he was playing, but if they did, I can't blame them, but I wouldn't personally.
CJ, what do you reckon?
Well, going to try and stay on touch here, but you can't remove Jared Haynes' name if you're not going to remove someone like Brett Finch's names out the history book.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you have Jared. Look, it was off the field, and yeah, even if it is true of what he did, it's obviously I don't agree with it, but it happened off the field and on the field. Whenever you read out the Dally M or Rookie of the Year, Jared Hayne will always be there. I think you can't remove him from what he's done with Parramatta and the accolades he has. You can't remove that from him because he earned that. Short and sweet answer. He should not be removed from NRL history because there's a lot of players who've done much worse things and been proven and is still acknowledged. So that's just
all right. I'll say this. So if they even consider removing Jared Hayne from history, I think it would be a disgrace. I think it would be an outrage. And I think a lot of Jared Hayne supporters would potentially protest against this outside of NRL headquarters. Would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Now,
See it.
you can't change history. I mean, you just can't. You can't go back in time and go, oh, yeah, we'll scrap his name off because he did this. We'll get rid of this guy because he did that. We'll scrap him out. Move him away. You just can't do it. You can't remove the history. I understand if they don't want to talk about Jared Hayne. You know, maybe they might skip it. They might skip his name. They might not want to acknowledge Jared Hayne because of all this off-field stuff. But you cannot remove his name from history. You just can't. You can't change the past.
Mate, they're treating him like... look, it's probably controversial to say, but they're treating him like Chris Benoit from WWE. They're just not going to acknowledge him at all, like past or future. It's like...
Yeah.
His name's going to be blacklisted.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be doing it. I mean, they tried doing this to Ben Barber a few years ago, boys.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that's right.
No, you can't.
Now,
You can't.
I've got something else to say in a moment, but before I do that, I just need to go to the live chat here. We've got a $10 super chat from Cody Games PlayStation. I met this guy on Friday night, and I got him in the vlog, and I believe I was in his vlog on Friday night as well. Hey, Nick, it was nice to meet you and the amazing legends who were at the game last Friday night. It was a fun night, best night I've had for a long time. Amazing memories that night. Cody Games PlayStation, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Yes, we had a great time Friday night. It was good to be in your vlog, and it was good to have you in my vlog. It was good to sit with you at the footy and watch the game. Shame Souths didn't win, bro, but thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Thank you, Cody. All right. Jared Hayne, right? Some of us have been following the off-field court scandal closely. And look, I don't know if anyone in the live chat or anyone that's watching this back as a video have been watching the Jared Hayne case closely, but in my opinion, Jared Hayne is innocent. He didn't do anything to that chick. I'm telling you right now. She's changed her story about 3 times now. I don't think they've got it right. I think the court jury have got it wrong. And if you remember, Hayne was in jail for 9 months. He ended up being released because it was all bullshit. He ended up being out because he was right. Now he's been sentenced again on Thursday. The whole story doesn't add up to me, boys. So just personal view, I think Jared Hayne's innocent anyway.
Yeah, well,
I
mean, I guess if you change a story 3 times, of course it brings a bit of sus to it, I guess.
It's sus.
Well, even in a scandal like this, you don't need to change the story 3 times because you got to talk about what happened that night, that it happened in that night.
Exactly.
So how can 3 different
stick with the fucking
occur?
story? Stop changing it all the time.
And
how
I think
3 different events occur?
I think Hayne never lied as well. So
yeah, exactly. It doesn't make sense. The whole thing's a mess. But anyway, all I'm going to say on this thing now is hashtag justice for Hayne because he didn't do it.
Yep, and let's hope that he is proven innocent sometime soon.
I hope he is because it's not fair what's happening to him right now. It's ridiculous. Now, topic number 1. Should Nico Hines, the reigning Dally M medalist, should Nico Hines be the New South Wales 5'8" for game 1? You've got Luai, You've got Burton. You've got Whiten. You've got Luke Keary. You've got Cody Walker. You've got some pretty good 5'8s around at the moment. Nicho Hynes is the reigning Dahlia medalist. One of the best halves in the game. Definitely can play 5'8, no problem. Running game is insane. ProEnzo, should Nicho Hynes replace Luai and be the New South Wales 5'8 for game 1 of Origin?
Look, I think I don't think yet. I don't think so. I think I'm expecting Freddie to still keep Luai there just for now. Like for game 1 at least, he'd be there because I don't think he'll change it after one series loss that could have gone either way last year. So I think knowing Freddie, he'd pick and stick with the same side, almost the same team that he had last year. Maybe some new Origin bowlers will be there, but not much will change. But I think just having Luai there will make more sense as he, I guess, won a series the year before, and obviously came close last year, but not quite. So I think that should stay with him there. But if Luai or Cleary do have an off sort of Origin series again, and obviously Hynes will be going very close because if Hynes can play like how he did against the Dragons every week, then no doubt he's in the Origin team for sure. So I think it's either Hynes or Burn. They're the two biggest threats for me that will come for Luai. But for now, I'd say keep Luai and Cleary together.
Yeah. What about yourself, CJ?
Yeah. So if you're picking on game 1, you're probably going to go Luai and Cleary, the obvious pairing. But if Luai does have an off game 1, you'd probably go for Nicho Hynes because, oh man, Nicho Hynes and Nathan Cleary, seeing them two names together is just fucking scary. Personally, I would pick Nicholas Hynes. I just think he could add a lot more to New South Wales than Luai did in, especially last year. So, short, sweet answer again. Nicholas Hynes is my New South Wales Blues 5'8 in 2023.
All right. I'm gonna break this down. So we got the players, we got the list, we got everyone in selection. Right. So Tedesco's obviously the fullback. Cleary's the 7. The 14's probably between a few people. 5'8 options, right? You've got potentially Luke Keary. I don't think Luke Keary will play Origin. I don't think Fittler will pick him.
He won't.
Next person, Cody Walker. Probably
Have
not.
to do a lot more than what he's doing.
Probably not. I can't see Cody Walker getting selected. Next one, Jack Whiten. No, probably not even anywhere near form right now. Matt Burton hasn't really had a consistent start to the year. He's had probably 1 or 2 good games. I don't think Matt Burton gets 5'8 over Hynes. And then you got Luai and Hynes, who are probably the 2 front runners. Look, knowing the way New South Wales picked the team, Jerome Luai will probably be the one that gets selected. But for crying out loud, Nicho Hynes is the man. He is the reigning Dahlia medalist. He is the Sharks conductor. His running game is outstanding. Hynes, Cleary, it would work very well. I don't think Luai is doing enough. I really don't. I don't think Luai is doing enough. I don't think Luai deserves it. I think Nicho Hynes deserves it. The Dahlia medalist is better than Jerome Luai. So, personally, Hynes should be the 5'8. I think it's clear as day.
No, I'm with you on that. I think it's fair. I'd have Hynes personally.
Look, personally, I keep Luai for game 1 at least, but if he flops, then you put Hynes in, obviously.
Well, see, I don't care if Nicho Hynes plays halfback or fullback at Clubland. I really don't care. He is he's a running player. He will work well with Cleary. It's clear as day. Nicho is a running half. He may wear the number 7 at Cronulla, but we all know he's a running 5'8. He's a running half. He's a freak.
Yeah, well, he can use that fullback ability of running
We'll see.
5'8 role as well, so...
All right, so I'll tell you what. If we're going to throw Nicho Hynes at 5'8 for New South Wales, boys, who are we using as the jersey 14?
Birdo.
Yeah, me too. Matt Burton as well.
Yeah, probably Burton. That's the best option I can think of.
It'd be Burton or Whiten, wouldn't it?
It'd be
Yeah,
one of those two.
unless bloody Freddie picks one in the centres.
I'm going to throw a Smokey in there. It probably won't happen, but Josh Schuster potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow, eh?
Or maybe they'll go with 2 hookers, maybe Cook and Robson.
Yeah, probably. I think that
One will start, one off the
They did
bench.
that last
Wouldn't
year,
shock me.
They did that last year, so
Yeah, no, it wouldn't shock me. All right, now they're all the topics out of the way. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time
oh wow.
for the Breakdown Podcast Game Show. Now, if you watched the podcast last week, you would know that we had a bet with Hainsey. And if Hainsey had won last week, he would be hosting the game show. And yours truly, Nick from Australia, would participate in the Breakdown Podcast Game Show. Well, let me just say this. It is official. I am participating in the game show. So everyone in the live chat, get around me. I'm going to win this bloody game show tonight. I'm keen. And I'm now going to welcome in the host of the game show tonight, Hainsey.
So this is actually
There he is.
And now it's time.
Bar is open.
Bar is open. Welcome, lads.
Here we go.
I'm looking forward to this. I'm fucking excited. Now, before we get into it,
Nick,
we need to get the odds. The Nick Bet odds. Hang on a moment, Hainsey.
No, you're not doing the odds. Fuck off. You're not doing the odds. It's my game
The
show
odds are
tonight.
there.
I'm doing
The odds.
I'm doing the odds. I'm putting it in the live chat, and you what? No. Bullshit. Bullshit. It's my game show tonight. Hainsey Takeover. It's my show tonight.
I've been sacked.
Only for this week, mate. Only for this week. Look.
All right. What are the odds?
I'm posting it in the live chat as we speak. Once you see it, Nick,
Here we
please
go.
display it. Just give me a moment.
Yeah, I will display
Anyone who saw it last week, can we just notice how good the comeback was last week? Down 2. You guys both on 2. I was on 0, and bang, 3-2,
the
motherfuckers.
fucking buy was the answer.
I don't know how that happened. I mean,
Pissed
buy.
about it.
How do you get like? Yeah, I don't know.
The answer was the fucking buy.
Trick question.
The buy. Good trick question too. I was waiting for you guys to say it.
I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, these odds, eh? Hainsey Bet.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still Nick Bet. Still Nick Bet, but I'm just
Hainsey
taking over.
bet's right, bro.
Gamble responsibly, please, punters.
Hainsey has taken.
I will gamble on myself.
Self gamble.
This will be good.
I'm sorry, boys, for the. I'm sorry for the delay. Yeah, I wasn't
That's
prepared
all right, bro.
with you.
Everyone in the live chat's just getting excited. Let me know in the live chat.
Game show.
Who's the money on?
Yeah, I was going to say, please put your predictions down below, please.
You're backing myself. You're backing ProEnzo. You're backing CJ. Let us know. We all know it's first 1 to 3. Let us know who you are all tipping.
I'm just going to
lose
say,
this. I'm going to win this.
I'm going to say right now, if you post the answers in the chat, you will be banned for 5 minutes. If not, you're gone. You're out of here.
Go.
Exactly.
Fucking
No, that's
go.
it. I agree.
You'll be fucking banned for
know the
life if
rules.
you reveal the answers. I'm telling you now.
All right, odds are in, lads. Odds are in.
Oh,
All
here
right,
we go.
wait for it to come up on the screen here. Give it 20 seconds and it will come up. All right, here we go. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, shit.
CJ's $5 by the way. I fucked it up. $5 for CJ.
CJ,
Oh, no.
101. There's no way I'm losing. 101. Get on me.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. ProEnzo, $2.75. CJ's at $5, and I'm 101.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Ladies and
Go on,
gentlemen.
Hainsey. Take it away.
And now, introducing Fighting Out of the Cowboys Corner. From Lismore, New South Wales, Nick from Australia. into the right corner, representing the Manly Sea Eagles, from somewhere
beaches.
in Sydney, northern. I don't know exactly where you live. In the area in New South Wales, something in Sydney somewhere. It's ProEnzo Vidz. Give him a clap, lads. Give him a clap. Yeah. Boo. And lastly, into the South Sydney corner from Redfern, it's CJ MOXLEY.
Do it. Let's do this.
All right, let's go. We start
I'll
off.
take it.
Question number 1. In round 17 of the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership season, who do the Dragons play that
Roosters.
weekend?
Raiders.
Wrong.
Warriors.
Correct. He got it.
What the fuck?
He's cheating.
There we go.
He's got his phone in the damn corner.
My phone is off, by the way. There's no bullshit. My phone is off.
Yeah, okay.
Allocation
All
of
right.
the
Hey, look.
Yeah.
The phone's on the bed. Hey, look, the phone's out of my way. There's no bullshit.
Good.
Okay.
Let's go. Hang on. Let me
Update
pull it up on the screen here. I've got the scoreboard.
Update it.
I got to update the
Update
scoreboard.
it.
There we go. Fuck yeah, boys. What a start.
Someone says painting.
101.
How did he get this right? Motherfucker. All right.
Go, Matt. What's next? Let's go.
Hang on. I got to find a good one. Round 22, the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership season. Who do the Bulldogs play that weekend?
Titans.
They play us, yeah.
Right, what do you guys say? ProEnzo, you go
Rabbitohs.
first.
They play
I said
South.
Titans. Titans.
You're both wrong.
Ah, fuck.
Dragons.
Wrong.
Knights.
Roosters?
Both wrong.
Ah, what?
Raiders.
Wrong.
Parramatta.
Broncos.
Wrong.
Broncos.
Penrith.
Tigers?
Wrong.
Tigers.
Wrong.
Warriors.
Roosters.
Wrong. You reset it.
Why?
Wrong.
Dolphins.
I knew you were up to that one.
Dolphins.
Correct. Brenzo Vidz, the Dolphins.
Ah, what the fuck?
Someone in the live chat said the Dolphins.
No,
Wait,
what?
that-
Where?
Hey!
Who?
Oi!
I didn't check
Some-
that.
some-
Get it gone. Gone.
Oh, Lorenzo. Oh, no.
No, I didn't check though.
That should
I
never
don't
count.
know.
I don't think he saw that. But
I
anyway,
didn't. My hands were here.
what was that guy's name?
Oh,
Anonymous?
Anonymous.
that's
Fuck is
robbery.
Get out of here.
Put him in the bin.
Yeah.
Hey, he's in the
Yeah.
fucking bin.
Piss off.
That's
Yeah.
All right, we're going to the bunker.
What's
Live
happening?
chat will
Oh,
answer. They are
that's my
the
point.
match referee. The live chat does Lorenzo Vidz receive a point?
Come on, well, it depends when I said it, but did I say it before he like?
We'll give you
commented?
guys 30 seconds.
The
Fast
live
game's a
chat
good game.
will decide.
Let's see.
There's no way he fucking. Nah, that wasn't there before Lorenzo answered it, I swear. That shouldn't count. That's bullshit.
Okay, it's 3-0.
Okay. I'll claim robbery at the end though. Don't
That's
worry.
right. No point.
Yeah, no points.
The live chat
I'll
has
claim robbery at the end
spoken.
though. Don't worry.
We play a fair
We get to
game.
that stage.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
We play a
Is that in
fair
there?
game.
Oh,
We play a
Anonymous-
fair game here on this channel.
Anonymous.
Oh. All right, next question.
Fuck you,
I'm gonna
anonymous.
find the question. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah, do not answer the live chat, please.
Yep, I'm not reading it though.
All right. Round 19 of the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership season. Who do the Penrith Panthers play?
Ah, fuck.
Roosters.
It's the,
No,
Manly.
no,
Knights.
I don't know. The
Storm.
Eels.
no. The Storm?
Not.
No, they're the one. No, no. Sorry.
Canterbury.
No.
Did I play
The
Canterbury?
bye.
Fuck off, Nick.
Did I get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, what the fuck?
Fuck off.
Gets in.
Nah,
Fuck's
this
sake,
fucking
eh?
buy shit again.
I'm the king of the fucking game show.
Nah,
No.
what?
Lucky.
Oh,
Fuck,
Where's my
Jeez.
crown?
I'm about to lose my
Fucking-
fucking.
$101, boys.
No.
$101 odds.
I'm gonna find a. Oh, I've got to find a good one.
If it wasn't for that fucking anonymous prick, someone.
Yeah, it would have been my point. I didn't check at all. I never checked, but fuck him, though.
I
That's
know,
his fault.
but at the end of the day, the teams they have spoken, and unfortunately,
Oh,
the live chat,
He's a
the
cunt,
bunker
man.
have ruled
Give me,
the
bro.
decision, and unfortunately,
That's got me in cramps.
Give me-
What's the next question? Here we go.
I'm trying to find this question,
Oh,
but
righto.
I'm trying to find the. I had a
Lorenzo
look-
thought it was 1-all.
Yeah, no, fuck it. I don't know if that's what they're saying.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh.
Nah, this is just fucked, man.
Oh, there was a... I'm sorry, guys. I've lost the question.
Oh, fuck, man.
That anonymous fucking.
This is going to be a trick one for you. I don't know if you get this right. You guys are
Oh,
pretty good.
let's go.
But I can't find the damn question. Okay. This will have to do. Round 21 of the 2023 season. This is the trick one. Where are the Brisbane Broncos playing?
Gabba.
Gabba.
Wrong.
Darwin.
Wrong.
Sunshine
Not Gabba.
Coast.
New Zealand.
Wrong.
New Zealand. They're playing New Zealand.
Wrong.
He's
looking at the question. No. You look down. You look down, motherfucker.
Who?
You looked at your phone.
Who?
You did. You looked at your phone. Someone check.
I'm fucking using my phone.
I'm looking at.
My
I'm
phone's
looking at
over
me,
the bed.
You're not. You're not.
Hang on.
No, you're not. If you
We
think I'm
have-
cheating, we'll do another question. I'll just look up the whole time.
We have a Paddy. We have Paddy G here, who's just put
Paddy G.
Perth. Do
Perth.
we ban? It was
Wait,
Perth.
what did Paddy G do?
He said Perth in the live
It's
chat.
wrong, though. It's wrong.
I know it's wrong, but he's put in the live chat. We're going to say it's right and kick him out.
Paddy, don't reveal any answers. Go to a new question, Hainsey.
Yeah,
New
I'll
question.
fucking look up the whole time. Fuck it.
New question. Ridiculous. You guys won't get this one.
Jeff Tuvey, but it needs to be missed.
You won't get this one. Round
Bring it on.
13. Where do the Warriors play in round?
Hamilton.
Napier.
No.
Napier.
You got to say the name of the ground.
Oh, fuck, man.
Hang on. Warriors versus Tigers. Wackito
Wakapo.
Stadium.
No.
Is that right?
No. I'll give you a hint. They play the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Wakaho.
Is it? I don't know. Napier Stadium.
Auckland?
No.
Wellington, Christchurch, Eden
New
Park.
Zealand.
I got no idea.
You got to say the name of the ground.
Fuck
I
off.
don't know. Is it?
I don't know how to
Napier?
pronounce it. It starts with W, doesn't it?
Is it?
Okay.
Napier?
Next question. It was McLean Park.
Oh, I never would have got that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That was the one I was looking for earlier. And I couldn't find it.
No, I'm done.
Okay. All right. We're going into round 24. Round 24. Rabbitohs play the Dragons. Where? Are they
Cairns.
playing?
Cairns.
Yeah,
Fire Park.
CJ got it. Yeah, I thought he
Oh,
wouldn't answer.
Moxley.
I didn't realise I'll wait as a South question. I should have said where the Dragons play.
Hey, we were
No,
talking about
that's
that on the
mine.
train. I was like, we're taking a game.
Yeah. All right, it's 2-1.
All right, Mox is on the board.
275. He's
Come on, that's an easy one though. That's the thing.
yeah. We're not doing stadium locations anymore. I just wanted to change it up.
Oh, that stupid fucking thing here.
All
There
right.
we go.
What the fuck?
Round 26 of the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership season. Who is playing the West Tigers?
Raiders.
No,
Knights,
no,
Dragons.
no,
Cowboys,
no,
Parramatta.
Broncos,
No.
Dolphins.
Broncos,
no,
the bye,
Fucking Gold
The
Coast,
boy.
isn't it?
no, no bite.
Gold Coast.
No,
Manly.
Storm.
Storm,
no.
Roosters.
Dogs.
CJ got it.
It's the
Who?
Roosters.
It was the Roosters.
Fuck the Roosters.
I thought it was gonna give it away with my hat, but it's
Ah,
2-2. Can ProEnzo
Shit.
turn it around?
Should be 2-2-1 anyway. No, it's all right.
That anonymous cunt fucked you bad.
Yeah, what a dickhead. What a fucking
Oh,
Shit.
oh,
I'm in trouble here now. Fuck.
All right.
Oh, it's
All
2-2.
right.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
This weekend,
Oh.
the Melbourne Storm play the Sydney Roosters. Who is wearing jumper number 19?
For who?
Which club?
For the Roosters. For the Roosters.
Terrell, mate.
Billy
No.
Smith.
China
Billy
peasant.
Smith.
No.
Corey Allen.
No.
Marion Savo.
Nafahu White.
No. No.
Tupanui.
No.
Wait, what team?
For the Roosters, jumper number 19.
Andy
Momorowski.
Crichton.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, Momorowski.
Wait,
Yeah.
101 to 1.
Oh, this is
101 to 1. 101 odds.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Hayden wanted you to lose.
I
Hainsey
wanted
fucking-
CJ to
Hainsey
win
fucking
or ProEnzo.
Hainsey fucking
Oh,
sick.
no. Hey, Lorenzo could have
I
won.
want to know in the game show.
Look, it should be one, but I wasn't going to win anyway. It's all
Oh,
I told you I wouldn't lose.
fucking hell.
I probably left it too close for CJ, to be fair.
Momorovsky. What? I thought he was in the fucking Bears.
No, he got named. He got named this week. I thought
what?
someone.
I knew he got named. I just didn't know where. I was like,
That's
no,
what I like. Gemini 19,
Oh.
Paul Momorowski. He's been named an 18th man this week.
Oh, what the?
Oh, wow.
And
What a
Gemini
game.
19. Fuck.
ProEnzo is fuming that he didn't even get 1 point.
Well, I mean, I swear I said before he commented, but anyway, fucking anonymous. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I apologize, Lorenzo. I would have gave you the point, but the live chat's spoken.
Well,
Apology.
Yeah, they were fuming.
The bunker in the podcast live chat, they said no point for you. Unlucky.
Oh,
Well,
They
I was gonna say
very
something
happy.
bad. I was going to say something bad, but nah, forget it.
Nah, say it, bro. You won't say it.
Nick, if you please, would you
No.
like to reveal your odds that?
This is off.
Ah.
Please reveal your odds. I want to see how did I fuck up this.
So my odds for the game show were this.
I should have gone $10. Why did they go 100 to 1?
Yeah, $10 would have been respectful. But hey, $101. I hope you guys jumped on it. Good value.
Yeah, they jumped on at the Campsie Hotel to fucking.
Oh, come my god!
All right. Hainsey, bro, thanks for coming on and hosting the show, bro. It was fucking entertaining.
Nah, pleasure, mate. Pleasure, mate.
No worries, bro.
Thank you for
Thank you,
allowing-
brother. All right, there goes Hainsey. How good was that?
Nah, that's just fuck.
That was class.
That was an interesting
That
shot.
was absolute class. ProEnzo has still got the shits. I can see in his
Yeah,
face.
fucking. Yeah,
Hang on.
no, not impressed. Not
I'll grab my
impressed.
phone now. Threw it halfway across the fucking room. All right, boys, let's get into the round of 40. We got some games to preview this weekend.
Yeah,
All right, we'll just go to our tips real quick. Margin of 1 to 12 or 13 plus. Who you reckon's going to win this game or all these games this weekend? Round 6 of the NRL kicks off tomorrow night, guys. The Easter weekend. We've got the Melbourne Storm versus Sydney Roosters tomorrow night. Down there in Melbourne, ProEnzo. Who do you like in this one?
I've got Storm 1 to 12, and I think any type of try scorer will beat Xavier Coates.
Yeah, all right. What about you, CJ?
Well, I fucking hope it's the Storm, but I'm tipping the Roosters. Roosters by 8. First try scorer, Daniel Tupou.
Yeah, look, I'll go to Storm 1 to 12. I think they'll get the job done over the Roosters tomorrow night. And what I believe will be the game of the round.
Yeah, well, Melbourne haven't lost Thursday night at home, so.
No, they haven't, no. So we'll move on to Good Friday now, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Good Friday at ANZ Stadium. We've got the Bulldogs and the Rabbitohs, CJ. South Sydney,
mate.
will they bounce back after last week?
Fucking better. Rabbits by 10, 26-16. Junior Totola will score any time. Tainei Milne first try.
All right, ProEnzo, Dogs and Souths.
South 1 to 12, and I'm going to back in Tainei Milne for a try in his return.
I'll go Souths 13 plus. I think they'll be too good for the Bulldogs. Dogs are
I hope
a little
so.
bit depleted at the moment. I think Souths will win, and they'll win well 13 plus. Friday night, good Friday night at 8 o'clock up there in Townsville, Queensland Country Bank Stadium. It's the Cowboys, team that I support, ladies and gentlemen, the Cowboys, up against the Dolphins in the first ever clash between the Cowboys and the Dolphins. CJ, who do you like?
I'm tipping the Cowboys. Tipping the Cowboys by 6. First try
I'll
scorer.
take it.
Got drink water.
Yeah. And we've got the Cowboys hater, ProEnzo's prediction.
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not tipping this game with confidence, but I did say Dolphins by 6, 1-12. And fuck it, hammer for a try as well.
Yeah, see what happens if he scores a try Friday night. I'll be live streaming this game Friday night. I am tipping the Cowboys to win. I'm going to go 1-12. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a Cowboys statement game where they show up and they get back in form and they put on a big score. I would not be surprised, especially with Drinkwater and Cotter coming back. But I'll go the Cowboys at 1-12. Should be an interesting game Friday night, but Cowboys to win. Super Saturday, 5:30 out at Penrith Stadium. We've got the Panthers versus the Seagulls. ProEnzo, your boys Manly. Can they knock off the back-to-back champs?
Well, I'll be there, so I hope so. So I look, I wouldn't be shocked if you lost this game. Like I wouldn't be shocked at all. But I reckon that with the way we're playing so far this year, got Schuster, Tom playing this time as well. Like we've got our full strength team basically, apart from Kohler, and that's the first time we've really put a team like that together against Penrith. So I think we can push them, and I think we can win 1-12. I reckon. So I'll back us here in Penrith, and I'm going to back Saab to score a try in his return.
Nice. CJ?
Yeah, I'd love to see Manly win out there in Penrith. I think it'll be a close game, but I am tipping Penrith, unfortunately. Penrith by 4, 20-16, first try, Isaac Tuggle.
Yeah, look, I think Penrith will win. They were very good last week, Penrith. Manly, they were okay, but defensively they were pretty ordinary, so they got to get their defence in order. I'll go Penrith 1-12. Should be a good game there on Saturday night out at Penrith Stadium. The other game is Saturday night, 7:35 up at Suncorp Stadium in Brisbane. Broncos up against the hopeless Raiders. CJ.
Brisbane by 26 points, 36-10. First try, Jesse Arthurs.
Yeah, pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
I think. ProEnzo.
Yeah, look, Broncos 13 plus should be way too good, and I'm back in Tony Staggs for a try.
Yeah, Broncos will win 13 plus. It might be 20 plus. Raiders, no White and no chance. They get back Jared Croker though, which will be good to see how he goes. But Broncos 20 plus for sure. Easter Sunday, we've got the Titans versus the Dragons up at Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. Now, I could attend this game. There is a chance that I may go to this game on Sunday. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Titans, Dragons, ProEnzo on the Gold Coast.
Oh, you go the way, I reckon, but I'll tip Dragons here by 4 points. I think I'll just get them here. And I reckon Ravalawa would score a try at any time. Yep.
CJ?
Yeah, low scoring game. I think Dragons by 6, 18-12. First try, Talatala.
I'll go Dragons 1-12 as well. I think they'll win against the Titans up there on Sunday Arvo. Sunday night, 6:15 out at Newcastle. Knights and the Warriors. This will be interesting. CJ.
Yep.
Warriors by 8, 18-10. First try, Edward Clossy.
Yep. ProEnzo?
Yeah, I'd Warriors by 8 as well, I think. So I'll back them to win, and I'll also go with Marcel Montoya for a try.
I'll go the Warriors 1-12. It should be a very entertaining game Sunday night. And the final game, Easter Monday, 4 o'clock at ANZ Stadium. West Tigers versus Parramatta Eels, ProEnzo Vidz.
I want to tip Tigers, but with the state they're in, they're fucked. So I'll tip Parramatta 1-12, and I'll back in Sean Lane to score a try in his return.
I like it. CJ?
Yeah, I'm going to tip the Tigers. Tigers by 4. 18-14, first try scorer, Asu Kapoa. I think they get their first win here, Eastern Miracle.
I'll go Parramatta 1-12. I think they'll get the job done over the Tigers. It just seems to be getting worse and worse at West Tigers. So Eels to win 1-12. ProEnzo Vidz and CJ Moxley. It's been a fantastic podcast tonight. The game show was entertaining. The topics were a good conversation. A little bit of a debate between the Golden Point stuff. But episode 81 has been a success, boys. It's been a great show. Thank you for a great podcast once again.
Yeah, no, it was a great show, and I really enjoyed it. You know, it's controversy in the game show, but no, I'll take it. And, no, it was a good show. Thanks again, boys.
CJ, thank you as always.
Thanks for having me on, and bring on episode 82 next Wednesday.
All right, bring on episode 82 next week. Should be outstanding. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to ProEnzo, Vidz, and CJ Moxley if you haven't already. And I'll be live again tonight and probably in about an hour or so for the Super League tips, I believe.
Yes,
so
rivals round.
we're getting them out tonight as well. But anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a fantastic Wednesday night, and I'll see you guys in about an hour or so for the Super League tips. And tomorrow night, I'll be live streaming the Melbourne Storm versus Sydney Roosters game. Anyway, guys, until next time, take care, everybody. And we will see you guys in the next one.